Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get straight into this video. Today we're welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be looking at Tron. This is a cryptocurrency, you guys. We are going to be doing a technical analysis, pretty much mostly using the higher time frames. So before we get into this video, you guys, just want to let you guys know that I am not a financial advisor. In the video, the information that you are going to receive in this video is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only, to show you guys how I use ICT concepts when I'm trading, and also show you guys how I use ICT concepts to make money in the crypto market. So without any more information, you guys, let's get straight into this video. So right here, you guys, we have the Tron USD. I think this is Tron USD chart pulled up. So TRX USD, that is the symbol that we are looking at today, you guys. This is one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies right now, and we're going to be breaking it down, showing you guys how, if I was to, be a buyer in this cryptocurrency, this is how I would approach this market, you guys. So the first thing that I'm going to be looking at is the 6-month time frame. So you guys can see on the 6-month time frame, we had a swing high that was right here, right? We had a swing high right here. Market broke above that, never came back down to give us a retest. All right. And then we also had a swing high over here on the 6-month time frame. So I'm going to box this up as well, because I'm already seeing something that's going to be really important for this price action, you guys. And if you guys can notice, the halfway point of this wick right here is also the top of this swing high on a 6-month time frame. So, we do have a swing high up here that was created as well. So I'm not going to box this one up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to box this one up instead, right? Because now we know we're looking for at least the top of this wick to be touched into for us to continue, if we're going to continue to go to the upside, right? Because we already have a high on a 6-month time frame, I'm going to box this one up. I'm going to change it into red, because it's going to, for me, this is going to mostly act as like resistance, right? All right, so I'm going to lock that up, and then I'm going to put this as a 6-month inversion wick or something like that. I don't know. Just lock that up, right? So that's what I'm going to be looking at for Tron USD. Obviously, we don't have any 6-month candles closing above the midpoint or the higher level of this 6-month wick right here, you guys. So even though it have been pretty much bullish for the past 2 years, I believe, or maybe even 3 years, because those are 6-month candles, right? So that's 3 years of just trying being extra bullish. So it just makes more sense for trying to have a pullback right here, right? Filling in this gap right here that was left open on the 6-month time frame. All right, now if we drop it down to the 1-month time frame, you guys can see that we are hitting into this order block right here on the 1 month. These two red candles make one order block. Right, two red candles make one order block. And then also, if we was going to use our Fibonacci tool, draw out this little range down here from swing low to swing high, you guys can see that price is already coming into a discount, right? We had a little small wick as soon as it came into discount. Right, I'm not going to leave this boxed up forever, but You can measure out this wick on the 1 month time frame just to, use it as a study tool. If you don't use it for anything. If you don't use it for anything else, use it as a study tool. Then I'm going to lock that up. And then obviously on the 1 month time frame, it looked like we already hit the midpoint of this wick right here. And now we're kind of selling off, so I'm going to drop it down to the weekly time frame. Let's see what we got on the weekly. So yeah, on the weekly, we're pretty much looking very bearish on the weekly, you guys. So you guys can see that every time on the weekly time frame, we're respecting everything that's going to the down, like that's going to the downside. So for example, what I'm trying to say is like this order block right here has been respected. This order block right here has been respected, and this is also a breakaway gap right here. So Tron is definitely looking like it's going to continue to pull back, and I would say I believe that Tron is going to be pulling back to 20 cents or below for sure. This chart looking very, very, very bearish for the next coming months and the next coming weeks, right? So I think that Tron is going to be below 20 cents. Like I said, I'm not looking to buy Tron myself. I'm not day trading Tron. I am not investing into Tron. So this is not financial advice. This is just me purely doing a technical analysis to let you guys know, like, if I was trying to get into Tron, I would mainly only use the weekly time frame because we never got a touch into the midpoint of this zone when we broke out. I would even wait for prices to get below 14 cents, right? So I will first, like maybe if I was trying to do a dollar cost averaging for Tron, I will first wait for it to get below, 20 cents. And then let's see how we're going to bounce around in here. And I will pretty much try to wait and only take buys inside of this zone. That's exactly what I would do. Because the crazy thing about crypto, you really never know how far any of these projects can go. You never know how low they can go. And typically when we see so many liquidity pools like what we have down here, right, where these little equal lows are, we can mark that out as liquidity, right? So all of these equal lows, it just looks too perfect for me, right? Now notice, I'm telling you guys where I'm thinking it's going to go. At first I said it's going to go below 20 cents. That's going to be like the first stage. And then it's going to start working its way down here, right, which 14 cent and below. But honestly, this liquidity could be knocked out, right? I don't know anything about Tron. Like I said, you guys, this is purely technical. This is purely technical. So understand I'm using the higher time frame. So these things can take a long time to happen. But honestly, if I was going to be trying to be a buyer of Tron, I would put my buy limit all the way down here below the 5 cent mark. Okay, that's what I would do with Tron. I would put my buy limit all the way down here below the 5 cent mark just to be safe. And if the market was to ever wick down that low, it would just trigger my entry, and I would have a really good entry. So this is the video for Tron, you guys. Like I said, I am not an investor for Tron. I don't have any in my portfolio. This is just purely a technical analysis video to let you guys know what I'm thinking, purely off what we see in the chart, you guys. So if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a comment down below, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.